To build an intelligent semantic web application, you need to give it a way to actually understand the relationships between different pieces of data. That requires a structured ontology. You can build this framework using Protege. It's a free, open-source ontology editor originally developed at Stanford University. In the next 5 minutes, we are going to build a working library ontology from scratch. We will construct the framework, populate it with data, validate the logic, and export it for deployment. This process takes abstract human concepts, like what an author or a book is, and translates them into a standardized mathematical format that machines can process. Step 1. Open Protege and create a new ontology file. Looking at the primary workspace, find the Ontology IRI field. This serves as your file's unique semantic identifier across the web. Next, click over to the Classes tab. This is where we will construct our domain hierarchy. We need a foundational concept to start. Create a new main class and name it Person. Now, nested directly beneath that Person class, create a subclass called Author. Then, create a separate, distinct class on the same main level as Person and call this one Book. This diagram shows the skeletal structure we just built. Notice that we use strict naming conventions, like camel case with no spaces, to ensure the logical framework remains perfectly readable to a machine. With the skeleton in place, go to the Object Properties tab, so we can define how these core concepts interact with one another. By creating a property called Wrote Book, we link the Author class directly to the Book class. Now under Data Properties, we assign attributes like a publication year. Object properties link classes together, while data properties link a class to raw values, like text. Check the left side of your interface to verify that these newly defined properties now populate your main hierarchy list. If we just had classes, we would be left with isolated silos of information. These properties establish the actionable, logical pathways that AI systems will use to navigate and analyze the data. Next, click on the Individuals tab. This is where we populate our abstract classes with real-world data instances. Create a new individual and name it Mark_Twain, assigning it to the Author class. Then create another individual named Huckleberry Finn and assign it to the Book class. Now apply the Wrote Book property we built earlier to successfully connect Mark Twain to Huckleberry Finn. To test our logic, navigate to the Reasoner menu at the top. Select an integrated reasoner like Hermit or Pellet and click Start Reasoner. Running a reasoner on massive datasets takes time. It acts as a logical spell checker, automatically inferring new relationships, and highlighting them in the interface for you to review. A spreadsheet only stores text and numbers. By passing this validation check, your raw data elevates into a mathematically sound, self-verifying knowledge graph. To finalize your work, go to the top menu, click File, then select Save As. During the file format selection process, make sure you choose an industry standard like OWL or RDF. Confirm that the completed file is now saved locally to your desktop or designated folder. This exported file is now completely decoupled from the Protege editor. You possess a universal semantic asset ready to be ingested by external applications. You have successfully built a structured logical framework that machines can natively navigate. This exact foundational skill scales up to construct the complex systems currently driving modern healthcare delivery, artificial intelligence, and enterprise knowledge management. Explore Protege's rich plugin ecosystem and documentation to start experimenting with adding more complex logical rules to your new file. Mastering ontology development establishes the formal rules that allow a machine to navigate and infer new information from your data.